What's up, Internet? Corey Zamu here, back with another top 5 video. This time, it's my top 5 favorite box arts as suggested by MUS 24/7/365. Let's go. This one's going to be something that will not be on anybody else in the world's list. Robotech Battle Cry. Now, when I was growing up, I absolutely loved Robotech. So when I heard they were coming out with a PlayStation 2 game, I was ecstatic. And when I saw that it was actually a good game, oh my god, my heart fluttered. At that point, we saw a lot of PlayStation and PlayStation 2 games, I believe, for Robotech that just didn't come out in the United States. And back then, importing was definitely not something I could even think of. And all those games weren't actually that great from what I remember hearing. But when we finally got Robotech Battle Cry, not only was it amazing, this art on this is amazing. Number 4 on my list, and I'm so happy to have this complete in box to show you, we have Kirby's Adventure for the NES. Just look at this cover. This is the first time I believe that they were able to feature Kirby in his classic pink. Because on the Game Boy game, he was white because, you know, they couldn't feature colors on the Game Boy game, so why make him pink? And on this cover, we've got his Dreamland, but he's sucking so hard on this cover that he's ripping the world apart, basically. I just think that's a really cool looking cover. Number 3. This one might be on a few people's lists, and it seems to keep creeping up on every top 5 list I have. Final Fantasy VII. This is just such an iconic cover to me. The struggle that they go through in the beginning of this game, with Avalanche versus Shinra trying to destroy all the Mako reactors. At that time, I could not imagine how big this game was. I remember being incredibly surprised once we actually left Midgar, because I thought the entire game was based in it. I didn't realize there was going to be a world map. I thought it was all just in the city. I had never played another Final Fantasy game, so I had no idea. Because you spend a good, 4 or 5 hours? Maybe even more, in the original city, so I just thought that's what the game was. So, this cover just brings back so many memories that I couldn't keep it off this list. Number 2. This one I actually played before Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. And while this isn't a great game, I think that this is an amazing box art. Just look at that. We've got the hero with the sword, adding the little part to the queue there with the sword. I don't know, I just think it's a really awesome cover. I wish this game were a little bit better, but it was meant to be a starter RPG for us stupid Americans. And number 1, and this might be on a few people's lists. Unfortunately, I don't have the Super Nintendo game to show off here, but Chrono Trigger. What I believe is one of the best RPGs ever made. And I just love this box art. I know in a lot of cases, you could make an argument that the Japanese box art is better. The Japanese box art I actually bought for my friend Matt. I bought him the import Super Nintendo game way back in the day for his birthday from Kineticon. And at the time I thought it was pretty cool, but I think this box art that we got, given this is the DS game, but I'm pretty sure it's the same exact one on the Super Nintendo, I think this is a better showing for the game. I prefer the action shot rather than them just all standing there. This is basically showing off what you could actually do in the game, like how you can combine attacks, with Marl combining with Chrono to use one of the flame sword attacks. I just think that's cool, and of course you got Frog there, about to leap into action. My favorite box art of all time. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite box art of all time are. And please, if you have a suggestion for another top 5 video, also leave it down below. Please like, comment, subscribe, and as always, keep it real, Internet.